run from my given disaster. Speed away from the holy mind. Pride. That's where I never thought it would matter.
Hey there guys, and welcome back to UnJaded Jade. So I'm actually on a train right now with Folk.
Hey.
And today we are off to Kingston University, which is very exciting. So Folk actually wanted to just come and see what an open day was like. So it's quite cool that he's coming today. And I'm also going to give you tips throughout today about going to open days, because personally I'm the older sibling. My parents didn't go to uni. I didn't have an older sibling to kind of help me through the whole university thing.
But I have you.
Yeah, literally. So
I'm lucky.
Like,
yeah.
Paul gets to come today and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's good. Like, so like I'm ready for when I need to go to uni.
Exactly. So I hope this can help you out in some way. I'm very excited to go see Kingston. My friend Trishna is actually going there. Like, she's got a place. She's studying pharmacology. So I'm quite excited to just see what it's like, because I'm going to be visiting her when she's there anyway. So I would say a really good first tip is make sure you get there relatively early, because I went to an open day once and it was a very like snap decision. So we got there at like 2 PM or something, missed all the morning talks.
Yeah, you don't really want to miss anything.
Rushed it, yeah. So we have got a bit of an itinerary for today, which is really exciting. Like, if you sign up to open days in advance, you can get sent like itineraries and plans for like subjects and what they have on, like talks. I'd highly recommend looking at those, so that before you arrive you can like plan how you want to use your time best. So we're just in the taxi now. And we are going to the Roehampton Vale campus, which is very exciting. We actually had so many issues with the trains, I didn't want to bore you with them. But yeah, there were loads of delays and stuff, and I was like, no, I'm not going to make it on time. And I'm such a punctual person that being on time is so like, I want to be on time. But yeah, we're nearly there now. Are you excited, Folk?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I didn't actually realise, but Kingston University won the 2017 Guardian Award for teaching excellence, which is really good. I knew it was a good uni, but that's a pretty good thing to win.
That is impressive.
Hello, so I'm currently at the Roehampton Vale campus. I'm just walking around with Folk and we're just having a look at some of the engineering sort of facilities, mechanical engineering. Always wanted to see a 3D printer actually. That's mad, look at that. And so the adventures of the campus began. So this whole day, Folk and I actually got to see facilities that would be shown on an open day. So we didn't attend like an actual open day, but we basically got to see what one would be like at Kingston, which just involved getting to have a load of fun with demos.
Another student project, just take a normal motorbike and make it into an electric one.
And even though I have not passed my driving test yet at all, I got to sit in this Formula 1 race car, which technically still operates. It's just attached to these things at the back so it won't move. But they taught me how to use the clutch, how to put it into 4th gear, which is really different because it's actually a right-hand gear. And I got to rev it up and it was vibrating loads. Because it feels like it's proper gonna go. It's like, wow. So I know that Kingston's Faculty of Science, Engineering and Computing has loads of different disciplines, like the biological sciences stuff, chemistry, the pharmacy, construction, engineering, geography, etc. But I do think it is super important just to check out all those facilities, make sure they reflect the latest developments in each subject area. Just a casual bit of a plane there. But they have really good facilities here for engineering. Yeah, and the gang are all really nice. The Kingston Uni people were showing us around. I'd say a tip is make sure the facilities for your subject are really good. So for me, when I looked at biological sciences, I always made sure I looked at the lab, because that is effectively where you're going to be studying. So yeah, look at the facilities. And it's also quite nice to take part in demonstrations or practicals if it's a sciencey subject. So get in that Formula 1 race car, do it. We then got to go and explore the wind tunnel, which is basically where they go and model little planes just to like see how they fly, literally just for fun. Folk and I stood in the wind tunnel. Okay, great. So you know what's going to happen. Okay.
Want to come and do it?
Yeah, okay.
Just sort of.
I think it was really good how Kingston had things like this, where students could literally test models they make. And you could just tell that they continuously do invest in their facilities to ensure that students are kind of able to test these pioneering ideas. And then of course it was Folk's go. Gonna have a go now, yes! And Essay is running it amazingly. Yeah, make sure actually wear these. You will regret it otherwise. Go on, Folk. Are you ready, Folk?
I don't know.
If you know Folkert well, then you know just how much he values his hair. So this was perhaps one of the funniest things I've ever seen, watching his quiff slowly deteriorate a little bit. And honestly, you get such a dry mouth from going in that thing.
Oh my god, it looks weird.
Yeah, it looks like you've really brushed it. This is Alex, the lab manager.
Hello.
He's giving us a proper tour. And some more interesting facts about the science and technology side of things at Kingston is that they have really strong industrial involvement. So they have links with companies like Airbus, Fulham Football Club, Google, GlaxoSmithKline, Sony, St George's Hospital, which is probably why their careers prospects are quite decent. Here's what my stats say: 95% of the graduates are actually in work or further study within 6 months of graduating. Yay, okay, I was on the runway at least.
Yeah, brake landing is one way you can use the aircraft afterwards.
And here, guys, great times. Basically, both Folk and I got to fly a plane simulator, which is used for obviously training pilots. I had 2 goes. Completely crashed the first time. Second time, I managed to get on the runway, but still crashed. Folkert, however, managed to successfully land, not on the runway, but on the grass. Right, I'm gonna be Captain Folk.
I don't trust you, you just died.
Yeah.
A bit cosy, shall we say?
A little bit cute. This is how it would actually be.
Yeah. Can't get
Wow, like look at all these controls. Bit more advanced.
Oh, that's
cool. And then we just casually take off.
Yeah.
wow.
Hello. That's student perspective right here. And then, are you ready for some more cool sciencey demos? So we went to the materials sciences facilities. We used some ultrasound probes, and then we even pulled apart a bit of steel. Yep, to the point where it snapped. I mean, that's pretty cool. Ready for it?
That was scary.
So Essay, do you have any tips for anyone who is considering going to university, they're not sure about the course or anything like that, or which uni to go to?
My tips would be always look online. There's always vlogs similar to this one that will show you what life is like as an engineer, or what life is like as a student on that campus. Also, definitely go for open days. They're not the exact representation, but they would give you an idea of what's going on, what you have available.
And even just like getting a feel for the place and like the people you meet and stuff at open days.
Just try and aim for decent grades.
Thank you, Alex.
No problem.
Thank you for the tour.
No problem.
Oh, do you have any advice for anyone who's considering engineering course maybe?
Come to Kingston.
So Folk and I are now just getting the bus, and another tip I would say is have a look at like the bus services that unis have, because it's quite important, especially if they have different campuses. Like Kingston has 4 campuses, just to make sure like if there's a good way of getting between them if they're a bit further out. So here they have a free bus service, which is like yes, and it's quite frequent. But yeah, I would just say that's something to consider. So I would say another tip for open days is bringing someone else. So I'm with Folk today, and I know it's not always easy for everyone if your parents work a lot. If you can try and persuade a friend or someone you know to go, I think it's quite good on an open day to bounce opinions off of someone else. Just be like, oh, you know, I like that about this campus.
Well, I think you chose a pretty good person to bring me. So this is like only the 2nd time I've actually been to a university, but I think it's like, if you're like young like me, it's good to like go years in advance to see universities.
It's actually really worth going to open days before you're in like year 13, because I was just saying earlier, I feel like I rushed the UCAS process a lot, and I didn't have an older sibling or a parent to help me out with those things. So I sort of went to open days quite late, just sort of had to make like a snap decision, travel the country to all these random open days. So if you can go in younger years, or if you have an idea of the subjects you like, that really helps.
Yeah, what she said, yeah.
Ba-bam! Then we explored the other campus and got lunch. I got some cheeky sweet potato fries, I got a naked smoothie, and I also got one of these Urban Roots vegan sandwiches, because these are so good. What have you got, Folk?
Cheese sandwich, standard.
And I think if you have dietary requirements, like me being vegan, that is also something to check out. So if they have on-campus cafes, etc., do they have good options for you? And then we got to explore a subject that I've never really looked into, and that is sports science. This was like some high technology, cool stuff. This is basically what they do in the movies when they do all the CGI special effects, using like 3D cameras and little reflective things that you put on your body. So you know I had to have a go. I put some leggings on, they kitted me up. I could see myself on the screen. Seconds of doing what? Whatever you like. And I basically just got to run around and have it all mapped on the cool like 3D camera system. Like, look at me, that is me jumping.
We'll see how high you're jumping. Exactly
and once again, more state-of-the-art equipment.
Thanks, James. Yeah, no worries.
So we're just coming out of the sports science facilities. It was so cool, actually. Folk, you're really into your sport, aren't you? What did you think of that?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, like that 3D thing.
Yeah. Another pro tip, I would always go have a look at the library. Like, this is where you're going to study, this is your resources. And the last thing that we got to explore that day was the gaming degrees. Like, guys, there is actually a degree in designing video games. So they had some very fancy equipment.
A PlayStation dev kit, so students are actually able to develop games.
So I just chatted with some students who were all very welcoming. And there are actually over 18,500 students from over 140 countries at Kingston Uni. You got vegan cookies, I'm so impressed. Thank you.
That's not a problem.
You need to have one.
No, thank you. I just had a huge lunch.
What do I do?
Right, so.
And then we got to do some cool virtual reality stuff. And Folk has never done virtual reality before, so this was very entertaining to watch.
What am I supposed to do?
The crazy thing is, these games were literally designed and made by students. And shout out to Curtis, because he found out that a vegan YouTuber was coming and he bought me vegan cookies. So Curtis, you're amazing. Can I have another cookie?
Yeah. They're all yours.
Oh, thank you. Go on, Folk.
No. The helicopters, they're shooting at you.
It's so detailed.
Do you have any advice for anyone considering a degree in like games design?
Don't be afraid of tech. It's not complicated. It's not like you've got to know a million things about math. You have to learn another language.
So which game are we going to play? And then Folk and I just played some more virtual reality games. They call this like the games cave. So we just went into the cave with the students.
Do I have to start a revolution?
Yeah.
You could be a gaming YouTuber.
I then met some other students from other departments and also chatted a bit about societies. Kingston has over 90 societies and sports clubs and over 140 volunteering opportunities, and I think those sorts of things are something really worth considering. And also go have a look at their student union. Olga and I are just walking around, we're actually reminiscing. Just the people here have been so lovely. Yeah, like the vibe of Kingston Uni is very nice. Love how it's so diverse as well. We met people from all around the world.
It kind of makes me want to go to uni now.
Really?
I wasn't really sure like if I wanted to go to uni.
Yeah.
It just seems so cool. Like, I don't know, I could see myself going to uni.
I mean, we literally looked around, the best courses ever for Falkert. We looked at sports science, which sports is literally Falk's thing.
Gaming, my whole life is based around playing games.
And there's a whole degree in designing video games, like, are you joking? And it was so nice because one of the gaming guys saw that I didn't have enough storage left, so he just gave me an SD card for my camera, a 16GB one. I was like, that was very nice of you, thank you. Folk and I then explored Kingston a bit, and look how nice this riverside was. I'm not gonna lie, we did have a bit of a photo shoot. So I'd also highly recommend that you go look around accommodation. So even though I think your subject should be of the highest priority, it's also important to go look around where you would live at the uni. Also have a look at like extracurricular stuff, societies, sports clubs and facilities. Yeah, just make sure you look around as much of the uni as possible. If it's a campus, get a campus tour. It's really nice to have a tour guide as well because you can ask them questions along the way. Oh my god, you should see our dad at open day. He just bombards that person with questions like about every little thing. Sometimes completely irrelevant questions.
He just waffles on.
So we are just finishing our day in Bills. Good food, good people. I am home. I am ready to go to bed, and I hope that some of the tips I gave will help you if you are applying to university or if you are thinking of attending open days. I would highly recommend going and visiting the universities that you're interested in just to really get a feel for them, and I would highly recommend looking at Kingston. Everyone was so welcoming that we met, the cohort was so diverse, the range of courses is fab. If you would like to sign up to a Kingston open day, the link is in my description. The next open day I think is actually quite soon, so it's definitely worth having a look at. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave this video a like if you liked it, and yeah, thank you for being here. Lots of love. Bye.